What's up, YouTube? Next on the list from Beyond the Estimates orientation series, I guess. We're going to talk about the substance abuse policy that we put into place. I'm not going to read it, it's kind of a legal document. This is one that is, I highly recommend downloading it, have it, read it over, check it out for yourself. But this one you should definitely send to your attorney and make sure that it's good for you. Ours is local to the Central Virginia area. But basically, what it is, it's a policy that specifically spells out what's a legal drug, what's an illegal drug, when even legal drugs are allowed to be used, and the fact that illegal drugs are never allowed to be used within 4 hours of working beforehand. Um, Also, what it does is it gives you a way to be able to test people, and there's lots of different ways that you can test according to ours. You can test for reasonable suspicion. You can test because of an accident. You can test if something happens and someone reports something to you. But we really only use it just for accidents, and it has protected us from workers' compensation claims where someone got into an accident or hurt themselves, and as it turns out, they did not pass their drug test or alcohol test. I think we've had both happen. Um, there's a lot of different legal stipulations and rules around it. We have a company in our area called Shore Screen. I'm sure there's something like that in your area. And basically, what they did is they set us up as a customer for them, and they built a profile for us. They found a dedicated lab or multiple labs. The big ones nationally are like LabCorp and Quest. There's lots of smaller labs around where I live. I'm sure there's smaller labs around where you live that would also work. But find a company that will, on your behalf, generate the proper documentation. So what you need to know is which type of testing, saliva, hair, blood. We usually only do saliva testing. And this company is going to be able to help you get the form, the medical form you need, so that it can be filled out by your supervisor or by you if you're the supervisor of your company. And then you accompany your employee to the testing site, and you already have the form. So you literally we just walk in, hand them the form, they take the form, they build a company that we use called SureScreen, and then they send us a bill, and we pay them for the testing part of it. But it covers us. One other thing is, this is something that we go over in depth. Like you can see here, it's like a 7-page document, and we read it word for word, the entire thing when we do our orientation, so that there are no questions. This is the first one of a couple of documents that we're going to go over in the series where we give people two options. They can either sign it saying that they agree to it and that they want to move forward working for our company, or they have a second page where they can sign where it says right on there, refusal to sign for substance abuse policy. And they eliminate themselves as an employee for our company right away. Now, when we go through the interview process, we go over all this and we talk to them and we say, hey, we don't allow this, we don't allow that. The faster you can fix the culture in your company and you can get away from having people talk about your company. I know that as you grow and go through stages of being a service-based business, you're going to have that stage in the beginning where you're probably paying people cash. You know, you're probably not doing your accounting quite right. You probably don't have all your insurances up to snuff. But the faster you can get past and beyond all that and start building a real company with real policies and procedures in place, the better off you're going to be. Because if you have vehicles on the road, commercial vehicles on the road, it's not, if, it's when an accident's going to happen. Even if it's not your driver's fault, somebody runs a red light and hits your driver. If you don't have all the right policies and procedures in place to protect yourself, you could lose everything you have, and it wouldn't be your fault in any way, shape, or form. So this is just one more step to protect yourself in that journey. Kind of ties in with the commercial auto and liability insurance part, and we're going to get to that later at a different time. But I just wanted to go over this, let you know it'll be for free. Download in the link below. Um, if you have any questions or comments about it and you would like to ask me, please feel free to reach out, send a comment, send a DM, email, whatever. I'm going to ask Brian if he's got any questions about what I just talked about.
It's pretty straightforward. The only one that I do have is about the refusal form.
Okay.
So, what is the purpose of the refusal form? I would assume, and obviously, I don't have experience running a small business, but I would assume that if somebody doesn't uh, sign the acceptance form, that would automatically disqualify them from employment. So, what's the purpose of having the refusal form?
So we keep every employee that we even tender an offer to come work for us. We keep all of their paperwork on file for 7 years. And what it gives us is if someone comes after us for loss of compensation, or they go and they file unemployment and they want to act like we hired them and then we refuse to let them work, we have that refusal form that has a documentation or proof for us to show no, we wanted them to come work for us. They refused to sign up for our drug use policy.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's the only question he has. Again, like I said, if you guys have questions and you want to know more about this or anything like that, or your company's growing and you're not sure what to do next, leave a comment below. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more. And we'll be moving on to the next video.